Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. Mo Franchise. It's opening day for the Colorado Rockies here in MLB The Show 21 and I am excited. I've been looking forward to MLB The Show 21 coming out for a very long time, and one of the biggest reasons is I love the new pitching mechanic. Now in this episode you are going to see me struggle using that mechanic, but I'm looking forward to getting better with it. Now I do have some regular season rules for my franchise. Number one, I always play a full game on opening day. I don't roll for it. I always like to have a full 9-inning game for opening day. Secondly, I play MLB The Show on quick pitch, meaning that there's always a count on the hitters when I bat. So you don't start off with a 0-0 count. You always start off with like a 2-1 count or a 1-2 count or a 3-2 count. I do this for two main reasons. Number one, it speeds the games up, which I think is helpful. And two, I feel it more accurately reflects the pitch counts for starting pitchers better. In the older versions, I think you could really go deeper into games and not have a high pitch count, and in my opinion, that doesn't reflect modern baseball with higher pitch counts for starters. And third, due to the symbolic nature of opening day, winning or losing that game will affect all of my manager approval ratings. And since this is a home game against the Dodgers, a much superior team to us, this is going to affect my winning or losing approval ratings with all the categories by a D20. So it's going to affect the fans, the GM, the media, and the players. So here we go. Maybe the only time in the season you'll see us with the number of wins equal to the number of losses, but we're going to give this a shot here as we take on the Los Angeles Dodgers, the World Series champions, and most likely going to make it back there this year. They have a very good squad. They have hitting, they have pitching, and we have, well, maybe not as much. So I'm going to be shutting down here for a little bit and let the announcers do the opening for opening day, and then I will resume.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next.
So here we start with our ace, quote, Austin Gomber. He's going to be pitching to Mookie Betts, a very talented player. And as you can see here, for this first one, I'm taking a long time to getting used to this whole pitching mechanic system. Here we go. I'm going to try my first pitch on 1-1 count, and it is way outside. Yeah, you're going to see that a couple of times this episode. Like I said, I'm hoping by episodes 3 or 4 I've gotten more of a hang of it. But definitely it was a struggle for me in this game. There was a strike down the middle, which gives a 2-2 count to Mookie Betts. And once again, in later episodes, I won't be showing every pitch and every batter. I'll probably do more summaries. But for this first game, I wanted to show you the pitching mechanic that I'm really enjoying, even though, as you can see from that pitch, I am not very good at it yet. Still have a lot to learn as far as the timing. I do like the having to move to replicate the feature that they're showing on the screen, but I'm still working on the timing and getting into the circle and right there. And Mookie Betts fouls off that 3-2 pitch. Yes, Austin Gomber, the big piece that came back to the Rockies in the Nolan Arenado trade. Although Cardinal fans can tell you we fleeced them on that deal. We didn't give back away as much as we were. I thought we'd have to. And there's a walk from Austin Gomber. You're going to see several walks in this episode as I am still working on the new pitching system. That is ball 4 outside as Austin Gomber walks Mookie Betts on the changeup. Next up, number 2 hitter Justin Turner for the Dodgers. They did re-sign him. And there I missed with a knuckle curve. A different thing I had to do with the right analog stick. 2-2 pitch to Justin Turner. And Justin Turner launches a single into left field. Thought we did a good job there of stopping that ball. Casey Golden did a good job of keeping that to just a single. So Austin Gomber, and that was a good pitch. I threw that slider. It was right where I wanted to throw it. And here we have Corey Seager with a 1-1 count. And I'm going to try to throw the slider here with the gesture that they're showing. And I throw it outside for a 2-1 count. Corey Seager batting third in this highly potent Dodgers lineup. Gomber on the 2-1 pitch. And there's a drive way back and gone. And just like that, the LA Dodgers take the 3-0 lead. The first home run of the season for Corey Seager. 108 on the exit velo. The Dodgers management likes it. Corey Seager likes it. The players he knocked in likes it. Coach Mo doesn't like it. Nor does Austin Gomber. Let's watch the replay. Boom. That ball was hit in a hurry. 396 feet. That ball got out with a 108.3 exit velo. And Austin Gomber is going to have to try to rebound here on a 3-1 count to Cody Bellinger. Definitely struggling here. That ball left with a 108 mile per hour exit velocity. Wow. 18-degree launch angle. Corey Seager. Woo. All right, here's Cody Bellinger. And he hits a fly ball. Out to right field. Sam Hilliard's there. And we record our first out. Yeah. So there's the first out of the season for new Colorado Rocky Austin Gomber. And that brings up A.J. Pollock, batting fifth in this lineup. Austin Gomber way outside on the fastball. He's having a hard time locating his fastball. You're going to hear that expression a lot today. 2-1 count. And that is outside as well. Had a hard time locating the knuckle curve there, excuse me. And there's a drive from out to right field. Once again, this is going to be caught by Sam Hilliard. And Austin Gomber gets the second out. Maybe he's settled down here after giving up that 3-run tater to Corey Seager. Next up, batting sixth is first baseman Matt Muncy. Pretty crazy when you talk about the Dodgers lineup when Max Muncy can bat sixth in that lineup. And Gomber gets his first strikeout as a Colorado Rocky. However, the damage was done. Corey Seager tattoos this ball. And that's a 3-run lead for the Dodgers on only 2 hits. Bottom of the first for the Rockies. Leading off, the captain of the Rockies. He was named captain in the spring training. It's Garrett Hampson, our second baseman, who has tremendous speed. Let's see if Garrett Hampson can do something off of Clayton Kershaw. He's going to swing and miss on that 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Some would say Walker Buehler is the ace of the Dodgers now, but Clayton Kershaw getting the opening day start here for the Dodgers. One of the greatest left-handed pitchers that I've seen in the last 20 years. And there's a drive, Garrett Hampson. And that's going to be just a fly ball. 1 out. But at least we made some contact. It's a low bar for the Rockies this season. Making contact is a success. Raimel Tapia comes up, our center fielder, batting second. He was batting further down the lineup in spring training, but he had a much better spring training. So we moved him up to the second spot. But spring training didn't help him here as he strikes out on the fastball. Way behind on that. Number 3 batter, C.J. Cron. And he's going to take that pitch outside. Good eye. 3-2 count for C.J. Cron against Clayton Kershaw. And I hold off. I somehow showed, this year with MLB The Show 21, when the check swings are no longer governed by the discipline rating, you actually are affected only by player usage. So that check swing, or if I don't check swing, that's all on me, the user, this year. 3-2 count to Ryan McMahon, playing third for us, not his natural position, but we needed to play third with Nolan Arenado's departure. I gave him that over Josh Fuentes, who is, I think, starting for third base in real life. But I thought Ryan McMahon was the better go. 3-2 count here from Clayton Kershaw. Runner will be running on the pitch. And it's a strike. Inside slider. I gave up on the pitch, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a fastball. And when it was inside, I didn't swing. And then it came back in. That's the kind of pitcher that Clayton Kershaw is. And a harmless first inning. One of the nice things this year that one of my buddies is really happy about is you can fast forward through the dialogue. And so I did there. So that's a nice feature. I'm even happy about that. I mean, sometimes it was nice to hear what she had to say. But sometimes you just want to get back to the action. And it's nice that you can just say, all right, let's move along. So thank you, MLB The Show 21, for allowing you to fast forward through that dialogue. Here we go, 2-1 count to Will Smith. And once again, an outside pitch as Austin Gomber and me having a hard time finding the handle on some of these pitches. Here's a 3-1 count to Will Smith. And there's a foul ball into the seats. Good to see so many fans here in this COVID year. That would have been an interesting thing for MLB The Show 21 to put in, is reduced fans until a certain point. But it's a full stadium now, and there's a pitch, and Austin Gomber is going to get a fly ball out. Tapia makes the catch after looking like he may have misjudged it, and that's one away. Next up is the 8th place hitter, Chris Taylor. And we're just going to try to throw a fastball in this 3-2 count, and we are just a bit outside. I didn't think my pitch was that bad, but once again, one of the features that I like about this is that, I always say in real life, just throw strikes. This is what you get paid to do. Well, I tried to throw a strike down the middle there, and I couldn't make it happen. So I definitely think this feature is more realistic, and I'll get better at it, like I've said. But here we go, 1-2 count to Clayton Kershaw. We're going to try to throw a slider here, and Clayton Kershaw does a good job of fouling off. He is not just a pitcher. He can swing the bat okay. So we're going to try to get him on a slider again. And we get him on the out. Foul tip was held onto there by Elias Diaz. And this inning going much better than the first inning. And now we got a 1-2 count to Mookie Betts. Here's the pitch, and Mookie Betts is going to line this into the outfield for a single. But we hold him to a single. The runner will advance to third. Chris Taylor showing that 73 speed. And now runners are at the corners with 2 outs. And that brings up the clutch hitter, Justin Turner, with a 1-1 count. We're going to try to go with the slider here. And Justin Turner is going to cork this into left. It's going to hit off the wall. We get the ball into play, and that's going to score a run. And he's going to make it to second base. And just like that, the Dodgers are up 4-0. Walks are going to come around and kill you every time, especially those leadoff walks. 1-2 count here to Corey Seager, who already uncorked a home run. But we get him out this time on the slider. So after 1.5 innings of play, the Dodgers are up 4-0. Bottom of the second inning starts here, and number 5 hitter Casey Golden moved him down the lineup after a little bit of a tough spring training. We'll see if he can do better here in the 5-hole. That pitch is inside from Clayton Kershaw, brushing back Casey on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. 2-2 count here to Casey Golden. And he swings and misses. I was not expecting that 12-6 curveball. He hadn't really whipped out that pitch much so far. He had been exclusively pretty much fastballs. Next up is Chris Owings, who I misidentified earlier as Sam Hilliard in right field. Chris Owings is the starter today. Sam Hilliard is the projected starter for my team, but he had muscle cramps right before the opening day, and so Chris Owings got to start for us, and he's got a 2-2 count here against Clayton Kershaw. And I swing late, way late, and miss. Chris Owings goes down on strikes. That is Clayton Kershaw's 4th strikeout already, and we're only in the 2nd inning. Next up is my catcher, Elias Diaz. And we've got a favorable hitters count here with 2-1 count. Maybe we can get our first hit here. Let's see what Mr. Diaz can do. And I take a pitch there. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Not going to blow you away, but he froze me on that one. 2-2 count. And the curveball, I got a really good swing on that ball, but unfortunately, Diaz lines out. That was my best hit of these first 2 innings. Unfortunately, it found the glove of the Dodgers. So we go to the top of the 3rd once again. You can see we can skip the dialogue and we can go right to the action. So Heidi Watney, my apologies to you, but we're just getting right to the action. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Cody Bellinger, and that is a swing and a miss. Foul ball. 1-2 count. This time I'm going to go with the heat. Try to bring the fastball. You can see I had good accuracy, but my wiggle line was 94-mile-an-hour fastball there from Austin Gomber. We got a 1-2 count. I'm going to try to go here with a different pitch than the fastball. Not very good accuracy on this one. 1-2 pitch, and that is a dry foul ball. Chris Owens wasn't able to get to it that time. 1-2 count once again to Cody Bellinger. And there's a swing and a miss, a strikeout for Austin Gomber. His 4th strikeout of the day. Unfortunately, his pitch count is already up to 58 here in the 3rd. And we have a 3-2 count to A.J. Pollock. 0 for 1 on the day. And we throw the pitch outside. Gomber once again having a hard time finding that release point. He's got many walks so far today. And now we're up to Max Muncy, batting 6th in this lineup with a 1-1 count. Good job throwing that slider there for Austin Gomber. And now we're at a 1-2 count. Swing and a line out. Excuse me, that was just a foul ball. It looked like a line out, but it was just a foul ball. So Max Muncy gets the bat again, and he fouls off another pitch. Max Muncy doing a good job making Austin Gomber work here. Austin Gomber won't be long for this game, already with 63 pitches through 2 1/3. And there's a drive. Look at that hitting by Max Muncy. Just fouled off pitches until he got the one he wanted. Great job there by Muncy, battling Austin Gomber, lefty on lefty crime. And now we're to the 7th place hitter in this Dodgers lineup, Will Smith. And there's a swing in the dirt. And we throw back to first just to show off our gun. And that is the 5th strikeout for Austin Gomber through 2 2/3. So it's a battle of strikeouts right now. Unfortunately, the Dodgers have put up 4 runs with those strikeouts. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Chris Taylor. Swing and a soft ground ball to shortstop. Rogers makes the play. And the first scoreless inning for Austin Gomber. It's Dodgers 4, Rockies 0. Still looking for that first hit. And looking at Clayton Kershaw, he's thrown mostly fastballs. So Brendan Rodgers, let's see if he can get his first hit here. No. He is going to strike out. 5th strikeout for Clayton Kershaw, matching Austin Gomber. Now we have a 1-1 count to the aforementioned Austin Gomber. And he swings on the fastball. 93 miles an hour there from Clayton Kershaw. He's getting a lot of swings and misses today on that fastball. 1-2 count. And he strikes out Gomber. Outside fastball. Gomber caught looking. That's the 6th strikeout of the day for Clayton Kershaw. Lineup rolls over to Garrett Hampson. 3-1 count. Favorable count. And we take a walk on what clearly was a strike. And look at the reaction from Clayton Kershaw. That's a cool new feature they've added on MLB The Show 21. I love the blowing of air there for Clayton Kershaw, that look of frustration. Nice little detail there, but something you would definitely see in real life. Not yelling at the umpire, but just sort of exasperated look. And now we have a 1-2 count to Raimel Tapia with 2 outs. And our first base runner. And that ball was outside. Good eye there by Tapia. 2-2 count. And the pitch. And it's a ground ball to second base. Nice play there by the Dodgers. And they record the out. Chris Taylor on the play. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's still Dodgers 4 and Rockies hitless. Gomber on a 1-1 pitch. High and inside to Clayton Kershaw. And this is me struggling just to throw a fastball down the middle. 3-1 count. And the fastball is the easiest pitch to throw in this new precision pitching. And I can't find the strike zone yet. And there's the pitch that finds the zone. Clayton Kershaw doing a good job battling here. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to left center field, and it's going to drop. And Clayton Kershaw has more hits today than the entire Colorado Rocky offense. Let that sink in for just a moment. That shows you probably the kind of season we're going to have this year. So we got a 1-2 count here at Mookie Betts, who's already 1 for 1 on the day. And he hits a ground ball to the first base, and we are unable to make the play. C.J. Cron doesn't have much range, and that ball scooted by him. I think a better first baseman might have even turned a double play in that play, but Austin Gomber doesn't get the help. C.J. Cron is in there more for his offense than his defense. And with that, we're going to get the bullpen going, as we have already given up 4 runs on 7 hits and several walks. And Austin Gomber's already showing signs of fatigue. 1-1 count here. And there's a drive to right field, and that's going to be caught by Chris Owings, and the runner's going to tag Clayton Kershaw. Look at the wheels going from first to third. I'm not sure he would do that in real life, especially here in the rain, but that was what he did. And now it's first and third with 1 out and a 3-2 count to Corey Seager, who already has a 3-run dinger. And here's a drive to left field. This is going to be caught by our left fielder, Casey Golden. The play at the plate, and Casey Golden with the golden throw. The golden ticket, if you will. We're probably using that play on words several times this year. Casey Golden, look at this throw. Clayton Kershaw, you are out. That ends the top of the 4th. 4-0 Dodgers. Here comes C.J. Cron, leading off the inning for the Rockies. Still looking for their first hit of the day. High swing on a high fastball. 1-2 count. And I looked high fastball, I swung high fastball, and I record my 7th strikeout of the day as I return to the bench. And in comes third baseman Ryan McMahon. Here's the pitch. High inside fastball, and that one I don't swing at, so maybe I learned from history. As a history teacher, that's a good thing. 2-1 count. That time I take the 94-mile-an-hour fastball inside for a strike, and that evens the count at 2-2. And that time I don't learn from history, as I swing on the high inside fastball that was clearly a ball, and that is Clayton Kershaw's 8th strikeout of the day. Up steps up Casey Golden, who made that sparkling throw in the outfield last top of the inning. That time I lay off on the high inside strike, which I'm sure Clayton Kershaw was expecting me to swing at. 2-1 count here with 2 outs. That time I hold off on the inside fastball. And so I'm going to guess high fastball, and I don't get that pitch. And so I let that go. It's the first time today I took a guess at a pitch. Here's the 3-2 count with Casey Golden. And I swung, and it's held on. Foul tip. Smith's able to hold on to it. And we are through 4 innings of play. And so far, Clayton Kershaw has a no-hitter. Top of the 5th rolls around. Steps up Cody Bellinger. Austin Gomber's near fumes, but I think they're going to try to go with the lefty-lefty matchup. And he gets a pop-up to third base. That's going to be caught by Ryan McMahon. And it looks like Coach Mo is coming out of the dugout. And is he? No. They're going to let him stay in. No, they are going to take him out. Yes, it is looking like Coach Mo is going to come out now. And in will come Justin Lawrence.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
The
Rockies.
6'3", 218-pounder, 25-year-old. And I'm going to take some warm-up tosses here to practice, but I'm not going to show you that in the footage. So here we go. New pitcher for the Rockies. Justin Lawrence pitches, and he walks A.J. Pollock on the 3-2 count. And then steps Max Muncy, 1 for 2 in the day. And now the Rockies are in a peck of trouble. Got a runner on first. 1 out. And Justin Lawrence having a hard time finding the strike zone. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center field. That's going to be camped under by the center fielder, Tapia. And we're going to throw that back in for 1 out for Justin Lawrence. That makes 2 outs for the inning. Good to see Justin Lawrence settling in there after that walk he gave up. In comes catcher Will Smith. We have a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that slider was not where I intended it. 2-1 count. And I'm going to try to throw the slider again, try to get this down. And this time it goes where I want it to go. Runner stealing, and the runner advances on the play. And that's a stolen base for A.J. Pollock, his first of the year. And now he's in scoring position for Will Smith on this 2-2 pitch. Inside fastball. I went with the two-seamer that time. 3-2 count. Yeah, I'm not able quite to pinpoint the pitches where I want them like I would have been last year. So here's the 3-2 count. And that is a swing and a miss. Justin Lawrence picks up a strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. And we are down 4-0. Still without a hit. Chris Owings is going to lead off this inning. And he gets a drive, and that is foul. I can't buy a hit this game. I so wanted that. But it's just foul. That was a good exit velo of 98 miles per hour. Chris Owings almost had our first hit of the game. And he still makes contact. Unfortunately, that's just going to be a lazy fly ball for the first out of the inning. Still good wood there by Chris Owings. And Coach Mo does take notice that he has put some good wood on the ball. That might give him some future playing time. And I'm going to warm up a pitcher at this moment. I'm going to warm up Robert Stevenson. He is the best reliever that I have in middle relief, ratings-wise. I preface that with ratings-wise. His number is the highest. His performance a little bit later on, you may not agree that he's my best pitcher. But number-wise, he's by far our best middle relief guy. His number is 73 overall, which is our best middle reliever number. When we have a bunch of middle relievers in the 60s, his 73 really stands out. And now there's 2 outs in the inning after that strikeout, and we're up to Brendan Rodgers, the rookie shortstop, getting the playing time for Trevor Story, who's been manning the shortstop position for many years here for Colorado, but he has been traded. And I get a drive that goes to the warning track. So that inning, we had a foul ball that was just foul and a warning track shot. So maybe I'm getting better at hitting Clayton Kershaw, or maybe he's getting tired. But either way, we still have no hits, but that was a more promising inning, I guess you would say. At least it wasn't strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. So focus on those positives here in Colorado this year. And Justin Lawrence takes this to a 3-2 count. Once again, I'm just going to try to throw a fastball here because placement has been harder for me with this new system. And there I get a pop-up to the catcher. Diaz is under it, and that is 1 away. Rockies have done a good job after giving a couple of early runs to shut down the Dodgers offense. Still at 4-0, the Rockies are not out of this game. Here's Justin Lawrence pitching to Clayton Kershaw, who is 1 for 2 in the day. Lawrence once again having a hard time finding the strike zone when it comes to the fastball. 2-1 count to Clayton Kershaw. Comes in there for a strike. That evens the count at 2-2. Here in the top of the 6th in a 4-0 game. Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive. Foul ball, and that will be caught. Nice catch there by the Rockies. Chris Owings on the catch there. And that means there's 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup, Mookie Betts has done a great job today. He's 2 for 2. There's a drive down third base line, and that is foul. And now there's a 1-2 count on Mookie Betts. Lawrence trying to go 1-2-3 here. Here's the pitch. Inside on the 2-seamer. And that evens the count at 2-2. Foul ball there by Mookie Betts on the high inside change. Probably not the place you want to throw that. Betts did a good job though fouling it off. Once again, 2-2 pitch and strike out on the slider. Good pitch there by Lawrence. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And we are going to pinch hit for Justin Lawrence. We're going to call up Josh Fuentes. Can he be the first Rocky today to get a hit? One count to Josh Fuentes. Good eye there, laying off the slow 12-6 curveball into the dirt. Favorable hitting count. Here's the pitch. Fuentes does a good job laying off of that fastball. Outside. Coming in at 93 miles an hour. So Fuentes is going to look high and up for the fastball. And we swing at ball 4. Inside changeup. Bad eye there by Fuentes, a.k.a. me. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the strikeout. Clayton Kershaw still bringing it. His 11th strikeout of the day. And he still has the no-no. 1-1 count here to Garrett Hampson. There's a drive, and it is going to be right to the center fielder for the second out. Another well-grooved shot, but hit right at someone. So far, Kershaw is 5 2/3, and we show the bunt just to confuse the Dodgers. Everyone knows the unwritten rule of baseball. You don't end a no-no late in the game with a bunt. Swing and miss there by Tappy on a high inside fastball. 2-2 count. There's a drive to center field. Going back, and that will be caught as well. 1-2-3 inning for Clayton Kershaw. He's through 6 innings of no-hit ball. We're going to warm up Daniel Bard, and we're going to bring in our best middle reliever, Robert Stevenson. And he has got a 1-1 count to second place hitter Justin Turner. Here's the pitch. And that ball is going to fly to left field where it will be handled. 1 away. Good start here for Robert Stevenson. Next up, Corey Seager. He already has made some damage in this game. He has 3 of the 4 RBIs for the Dodgers. Stevenson throws that ball outside and high. 95 on the gun. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. Way back, and gone. He's done it again. Corey Seager with his 2nd home run of the day. That one launched at 452 feet. Let's watch the replay of that. I love MLB The Show 21. Look at that. That's a cool new look from MLB The Show 21. Corey Seager throws the bat down. Look at this. Exit velo 107.3, launch angle 20.2. That ball was absolutely crushed. Robert Stevenson's got to shake that off as now the Dodgers are looking at a 5-0 lead. And is this going to be back-to-back? Going, and off the wall. And that's going to be thrown in. And what? The ball is out of play. We've got to look at the replay of that. Hold on a second. This is, I don't know if this was a glitch or what, but you have to see this play. So as we know, Robert Stevenson gave up a crushed ball here, but watch what happens in center field with Tapia's throw. He gets it off the wall, he turns the fire back in, and then I have never seen this in MLB The Show. That ball gets thrown out of the yard? What is going on here? Sorry, I'm not the best when it comes to the camera angle here, but watch this replay. He's wanting to throw it back in, and the ball slips out of his hand and goes out of play? That is a bizarre MLB The Show. I hope that's... I've never seen that before. So they award third base, and now we have 1 out, a man on third, and here's a ball hit to the right side of the field. Gets past the second baseman, Garrett Hampson, and that's an RBI single. And now the Dodgers are pouring it on. It's now 6-0 Dodgers. And Stevens is starting to get a little roughed up here. Next up, Max Muncy. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that ball gets away. Back to the screen. That's going to be a wild pitch. And things just unraveling here in the 6th inning. And in fact, that's going to be all for Stevenson. We're going to bring in Daniel Bard. We've seen enough. Stevenson's ERA is going to skyrocket there. So we are facing now Max Muncy. 2-1 count, top of the 7th, 6-0. Here's the pitch from Daniel Bard. Nice sinker there. That evens the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive. That ball's going back, and it's going to be off the wall. And that's going to be another run scored. And the Dodgers increase their lead by a touchdown. It's now 7-0.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
That ball was launched as well. This is an inning to forget for the Rockies. And now they're going to beam Will Smith. Wasn't intentional, I'm not sure, but Will Smith does not look happy. That just plunks him right in the back. And some ill will now between the Rockies and Dodgers. We'll have to see later on if there's any repercussions for that. Did that ball get away from Daniel Bard? We'll never know. I'm sure in the post game he's going to say it slipped out of his hands. Side note, it might just be I'm still trying to get used to this pinpoint pitching system. Daniel Bard gets the benefit of the umpire there, calling that a strike. Perhaps he's got reservations for dinner after this game. Here's a lazy fly ball to left field. The wind is taking it though, almost to the warning track. That ball really carried. That's the 2nd out of the inning. That brings up Clayton Kershaw. He was 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. That is way high. 99 on the gun. The Bard seems to be lacking some control this inning.
Yep, that ball went out.
And there's another ball out. This one outside. 98 on the speed there. But this is the pitcher, man. Throw strikes. Here's the pitch. And Kershaw maybe does him a favor. That makes it a full count. Runners will be off on the pitch. And there is ball 4. Daniel Bard walks the pitcher. And that brings up Mookie Betts, who's already 2 for 3, and he must be salivating at this opportunity. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive up to center field. Will it be tracked down by Tappy? He is going to get to it. Thank goodness. End the misery. And it's all Dodgers here, 7-0. 11 hits for the Dodgers, and still not a single hit for the Rockies. Leading off for the Rockies is C.J. Cron. And we're going to go and warm up Carlos Estevez, as that was not a good outing for Daniel Bard. 1-1 count here from Kershaw. Swinging a drive, and that is lined out to Justin Turner. You don't want to make excuses, but it's not like we have struck out a lot. There's no questioning that. But there have been a couple of really good shots in this game. Nothing to show for it, though. Here's a 3-2 count. Maybe we'll get a pitch hit here for Ryan McMahon. Pitch. And he does a good job fouling that off. Three-two count, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And that is ball 4. McMahon draws the walk. And that brings up Casey Golden, a top 50 prospect according to MLB. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right field. That ball is tracking and it will be caught. Good wood on that for Casey Golden, but not good enough. That means there's 2 outs and Chris Owings. He has a 1-1 count here facing Kershaw. Here's the pitch. Inside fastball. Owings does a good job laying off of that. And now he's got a much more favorable count. Hitters count here at 2-1. Clayton Kershaw using that Very famous long stretch. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that was your pitch, Chris Owings. You're not going to get a better pitch than that. That ball was right down central, and all Owings could do is foul it off. You won't see a pitch that good again. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Owings fouls it off again. Once again, that was the 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Right down central. Maybe not as middle placed, but it still was a hittable pitch, and Owings could only foul off. One wonders, will Kershaw go to the off-speed at this point? And he goes to the high heat, and Owings chases, and that ends the 7th. And Clayton Kershaw with a no-no through 7. Well, looks like Coach Mo is going to let Daniel Bard start the 8th inning off here.
That's ball 2. Count is
We
2,
thought he
and
might
1.
take him out, but Bard gets the vote of confidence. Your eyes saw it right. There's over 50,000 people here today to see the Rockies. And right now there are 50,000 disappointed fans, as it is all Los Angeles today. And Justin Turner draws a walk. Too many walks for Colorado today. You can't walk that many batters, especially with this potent lineup and with this field. It's a bad combination. Here's the pitch to Corey Seager, who's already got 2 dingers on the day.
Count is 3 and 1.
Can he get his 3rd? 3-1 pitch. Oh, he swung. He was looking dead red there. Went with the changeup, and it's a good thing because Corey Seager was looking to drive that ball for his 3rd home run of the day. And Corey Seager goes chasing. Strikeout. Danny Bard gets a little revenge there. And that brings up Cody Bellinger. He's looking at a 2-1 count here from Danny Bard. 97 miles per hour on that pitch. That evens the count at 2-2. Bellinger spoils that slider. And we're still looking at a 2-2 count. Can Daniel Bard force the double play here? He gets the ground ball, but it's just foul. That is what he's looking for, though. Hopefully a ground ball. The second baseman turned the 4-6-3. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Daniel Bard showing a little resilience here in the 8th inning. After a rough 7th inning, Coach Mo gave him the confidence, and he's using it. Swing and a foul ball there. That makes it a 1-2 count on A.J. Pollock. Looking to tack on some additional runs here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a long drive. Way back. Going, and gone. A.J. Pollock connects on a home run. That ball was hit 440 feet. We've seen one hit 452 and now a 440-foot shot by A.J. Pollock. Gotta love the sound of that bat. That cracking sound, although if you are a Rockies fan, you don't like that sound because it was the Dodgers. And now the Dodgers extend their lead to 9-0. And that confidence that we were talking about that Daniel Bard had in this inning, it has left the building. Just like thousands of these fans that started out at 50,000, it only appears to be about 30,000 at this point as they are seeing their team get whomped so far today. There's a fly ball to center field. It's going to end it. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-0 Dodgers. And we're going to check the bullpen and make sure that Carlos Estevez is ready to go because he is going to pitch the 9th. We are not going to watch Daniel Bard pitch anymore. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. It's just foul. Diaz was looking for the first hit of the day. As the screen shows there, Kershaw has a no-no through 7. And that was almost a bid to be the first hit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Diaz did a good job laying off for that low fastball. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive. It's going. It's going. It is. Sorry. Hate to get that excited. That didn't even make it 330 feet. But that was one of our better hits of the day. Such a low bar for the Rockies to get excited for. Brandon Rogers, 2-1 count here as he Doesn't swing at that outside fastball. He's 0 for 2 in the day, looking for his first major league hit. And he swings and misses on that high fastball. That was his pitch to drive. Just gets wood on that ball. That ball came in at 93 miles an hour. Kershaw's up to 113 pitches. Will he be able to have the gas to go the whole way? Rogers does a good job not swinging at that inside fastball, and that gets us to a full count. 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that ball is called strike 3. When you have a no-hitter through 7 1/3 innings, you're going to get that call. And Showcast shows that that ball was in the strike zone. And now Coach Mo is going to look for a pitch hitter, and he is going to call on Jonathan
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Rockies.
Daza. Kershaw at 116 pitches with a 1-1 count here. Daza down the line, just foul. How many just close calls have we had today for the Rockies? Maybe not in the score, but with these bids it hits. Daza does a good job laying off that low inside fastball. Kershaw showing signs of fatigue. And swing and a miss. Daza gets out on the low change. And we go to the top of the 9th inning. Are we seeing history in the making here?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Estevez will face Smith here in the 9th inning. Smith grounds to third base, and that ball is going to be fielded and thrown out. Nice play there by McMahon. 1 down. Next up, the 8th place hitter, Chris Taylor, one of the few people who hasn't gotten into the hit parade for the Dodgers today. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch, and ball 4. He walks the 8th place hitter who is 0 for 3, and that brings up Clayton Kershaw. Hitting in the 9th inning, which is never a good sign for the opposing team, and Clayton Kershaw swings on that high fastball. And now Estevez has him at a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be off the catcher's glove. Looked like it might have been a pass ball, perhaps. Yeah, the scorer is going to call that a pass ball. And the Dodgers take second base. Now Kershaw has a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that is a high fastball. 98 on the gun. And now Kershaw has a full count. Swing and a base hit for Clayton Kershaw. He now has 2 more hits than the entire Colorado's Rockies team. Yes, you heard me right. It is Clayton Kershaw, 2 hits. Colorado Rockies team, no hits. And the Dodgers take the 10-0 lead. Betts swings on that inside pitch, inside slider, and that makes it a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball to second base. 4, 6, 3 on the double play. Probably the best play the Rockies have had so far today. And when your best play is a double play ball, that doesn't say much for your team. And then Dodgers are going to pull Clayton Kershaw after 8 innings, and in comes Corey Knievel. He's got a 1-1 count here facing team captain Garrett Hampson. Here's the pitch. High and inside. It'll be interesting to hear the thoughts of Dave Roberts after this game, but Clayton Kershaw was at a very high pitch count. So he goes 8 innings of scoreless, no-hit ball. And that's good enough for the Dodgers today, as they now have the 10-0 lead. And they're just looking to put this away with Corey Knievel. Can they have a combined no-hitter? Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive! Can it be? Way back, and gone! And the Rockies will not be shut out. They will not be no-hit. As the team captain puts it on his back and says, I'll give us a run. I'll give us a hit. At least he's got a little bit of pride as he crosses the plate. And the Rockies have 1 run on 1 hit. Let's watch that replay. It's the only good replay we had to watch for our club today. 445 feet on that drive. 103 exit velocity. So, We're going to lose, but at least there's something that we can hang our hat on. Cappy up here with nobody out, 2-1 count. And he takes a pitch inside, but it is called a strike. 95 miles an hour. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to second base. Fielded, gloved, thrown, out. 1 out. Kershaw just looking now, thinking what could have been. Were there pitches here and there they could have helped his pitch count on? But still, what a great pitching performance from Clayton Kershaw. He's still a dominant pitcher in this league. There's a fly ball to center field for 2 outs. And our last hope, Ryan McMahon, and he does have a favorable 3-1 count, so maybe we can get another hit here. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Knievel. And McMahon says, no, I don't want to take another walk. I want to swing on a ball way outside the strike zone. So now let's see if he can refocus on this 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball, and this could do it. It's out to right field. That ball is going to be caught, and this game is mercifully over. Dodgers 10, Rockies 1. Great pitching performance there by Clayton Kershaw. He went 8 innings of no-hit ball. The Dodgers only give up 1 hit all day for their pitching staff. And their hitters, well, an outstanding performance, including Corey Seager with 2 dingers today and 4 RBIs. There's the line score. 10 runs on 13 hits for the Dodgers, 1 run, 1 hit for the Rockies. No errors for either team. Clearly, Clayton Kershaw and Corey Seager were the bright spots for the Dodgers. And for the Rockies, maybe Garrett Hampson was a bright spot. But other than that, this was a very forgettable opening day. Hopefully I'll get better at the pitching controls, and hopefully we'll get some more hits in the next episode. So a very rough outing for Coach Mo and the Rockies for opening day. And remember, I'm going to lose a D20 off of all 4 categories. I rolled an 11, so we are going to drop down to 49 with the fans, with the GM, with the media, and with the players for our approval rating. Dropped under 50% on all those categories. Well, thank you so much. If you haven't already, think about subscribing and smash that like button and tell a friend. The Colorado Rockies are off to a rocky start in opening day. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.